I want to thank you very much for tuning into this channel and this space here. And it's because of you that I'm doing this segment. And it is one that you've asked for in the comments below. I read all the comments, and the most, I'd say the most requested was for me to tell you about the different readings that I've had and share them with you. And I've been doing this close to 39, 40 years, whatever that is, whatever time is, a long time. And through those many hundreds of thousands of readings and messages, it's hard to remember all of them, of course. People often think I do, but I'd be crazier than I am, so I don't. But there certainly are some that have stuck into my heart, and some of them I've made lifelong friends. And I want to share with you some of those poignant readings and messages, sessions that I've had. For me, I find that some of the most difficult readings or sessions are ones that involve the loss of a child. I think that we come back on this earth to learn many different lessons, and the hardest lessons I feel in this human experience is the loss of a child. Number one, it feels unnatural. And number two, the parents seem that they could have done something better to prevent this. And the reaction is often, how could God have done this to me? Why did this happen? And it's hard, of course, to explain to a parent that many times it's a divine plan, that there's something bigger than us down here. We have to look beyond us. And that sometimes before we come back into this incarnation, that the soul group, the family group, will go through the curriculum that they're going to have in the future. And one of them might be that you're going to have to lose a child, a soul, at a young age to learn various lessons. And maybe that child that goes over, that soul that leaves when they're a child, is an advanced soul or learning something with themselves. There's always learning here. It's hard to tell a parent that a child that dies in birth or teenage, 20 years, it's hard to tell them that that was their destiny. But I do remember several of these experiences that have really touched me. And one was in Hawaii, not too far back. And it was in Maui at the Cultural Arts Center. And there's about 200 or 300 people there, very nice people there in Maui. And very mellow, I might add. Maui, wowie, I think. And they were just very sweet and mellow. And it was toward the end of the evening. I've given some messages out, about 20, and I was coming to the end. And I remember very clearly, I saw very clearly a girl, a spirit girl, on the stage. And she had to be about 3 years of age. And she was in a pink dress. And she was jumping up and down, blonde-haired girl, hair and pigtails. I want to talk to my mommy and daddy. And she was pointing to the audience. My mommy and daddy. It's my birthday today. She turned 3. I want to mommy and daddy. So I described the girl, and it says she wants her mom and daddy. Today is her birthday, and I described her. I don't know that name, but I described her, and she was jumping up and down. And I'm going to cry just thinking about this. There was a couple in the very end of the center, of the audience, and it was a beefy guy and his wife, and they both said, yeah, "That's our daughter. That's our daughter." I think it was Amy. I think the name was. That's her. Today's her birthday, and she wanted to describe certain things that they did that she knew about. And one of the things she did say, it was her birthday, and she assured them in the way she could that she was around her bedroom, and so the dollies mommy was putting around, they heard old dollies and toys and a bunch of things like that. And it was toward the end of the message, which was probably about 7 minutes long, I guess. She said, I want to thank my daddy. I want to thank my daddy for the angel wings. I said, I hope you understand that. And this big beefy guy and his wife, they look at each other. He starts crying, she starts crying. The man stands up in the audience in a white t-shirt, pulls off the t-shirt, turns around, and he had these 2 angel wings tattooed on his back, his whole back, for his girlfriend, for his girl, for her birthday present. That to me was incredible, the power of the spirit world. And everybody in that audience, including myself, we were just crying our eyes out. And of course, that was the end of that evening, and it just changes. It changes everybody. It just demonstrates there's no death. That love survives death. There's no such thing as death.